what is it like to tour a brand new home here in Verdana Homes in Daang, Cavite. Let's go! I'm Jake Bautista and welcome to a new MetroGuide Realty house tour. This brand new house and lot for sale has 4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, and parking for 4 vehicles. It's completely covered, and you can even have 4 large vans or SUVs here, and it's quite cool. You have ventilation coming from the back of the house, so this area always stays cool throughout any time of the day. And now let's head on up towards the main entry. The entire second level of the house has a wraparound balcony terrace, so you can overlook your very peaceful community. So this is an Ayala land community, and it's also near a Via Lifestyle Mall. So you have fast access towards commercial areas, MCX, Alabang, and South Luzon Expressway. And here we are at the main entry. Check out the height of that door. Now, welcome to your beautiful home. Now, what are my first impressions for this property? Number 1, it's very homey. It feels very polished and well built. You can see the edges of the designs for the ceiling. Very well designed, and at the same time you have so much natural light because of the floor to ceiling windows on this side. You have an open concept plan for your living space, which is this area, and then your dining space on the other area, and that's also defined by the ceiling design. You also have a provision there if you'd like to have a ceiling light on this side and then one over the dining area as well. And I also love how open it feels and the wooden accents throughout the space. You have your staircase here, of course, and here's another angle so that you can appreciate the feel of the space. You have your dining area here located at the corner of the property, and you can open this up to access a tiled area at the side of the house. You have maki plants here, giving you a cool feel as you look out from your amenity areas. You can even put some chairs here and a few small tables if you have a family gathering. You also have this area wrapping around this space, and then the entire area is also covered, so this area is cool as well. And then this wraps around the other side of the house. So let's take a quick look. So this is just to illustrate that you can walk all the way to the front of the house from here. You even have this air well giving ventilation to the parking area. You have a storage area here, access to the kitchen, and then this staircase gives ventilation once again to the ground level. And now let's take the stairs and do a very quick tour of the auxiliary areas of the property. I love that there's a nice landscape area here, which still has some exposure to sunlight, which also doubles as ventilation for the ground level. You have a proper laundry area right here in auxiliary space. You can have your washing machine on this side. There's a heavy wash area. You can even potentially have an additional stove on this side. And then you have 2 staff rooms. I'm gonna walk in so you can see the size. This staff room has its own bathroom. There is a bathroom here for the second staff room, which is on this side. So I'm gonna walk in. And there's also proper ventilation. This room actually has 3 windows. The size of this parking area gives you a lot of ideas. Imagine you can potentially have just 2 cars on this side and then use this entire area as an amenity space, especially if you have parties or get-togethers. Another idea is you can have the 2 cars here on this side and then make this an additional room, or you can even make this a swimming pool and then you can have 2 cars parked here. There are so many things that you can do with this space. And now let's head on up. Now we're back here in your main amenity space and you have your modern kitchen. I love how warm it is because of the wooden accents in the cabinetry, and it makes for a nice contrast with the modern feel of the cabinetry. And I like the clearance of the cabinetry from the countertop. It gives a very open feel here as well. You have a stainless steel sink here. You have a provision here where you can put your refrigerator. You have access here towards the side of the house. You have fast access towards the parking area in bringing up groceries from the cars in the parking area. This would make for a great coffee nook space. And immediately upon entering the house, for convenience, you have your powder room right here. And then right beside it, you have the first bedroom in the house. So you have that wooden design. For the flooring, this house gives a great combination of a modern vibe, but at the same time, it has that homey feel. And I'd like to point out the ceiling height for the bedroom. I'm about 5'10". So you can see the height of the room. It gives a very open feel, and at the same time, you have plenty of natural light. You already have built-in cabinetry. And then this is a nice touch. So you'll just pull this down and this is where you put the hammers. And what's great is all 4 bedrooms for this property have their own bathrooms. So you have plenty of ventilation and natural light here. You have color branded fixtures. So that's a quality brand. And that applies for the bathrooms of the bedrooms. And I've also noticed that there's a lot of space in this house where you can potentially put some pictures, some artwork. The clean and polished feel of the design will make artwork and paintings and pictures really stand out. And now let's head on up. We're at the landing area of the staircase where you have 3 windows giving natural light to the 2nd and 3rd levels of the property. You already have curtains included here. And I like to point out how thick the wood is for the staircase. It has a very polished feel as well. And you also have these guide lights which give that modern look. I love how the designers were still able to have this nook to have an interior design touch for the hallway between the 3 bedrooms here. This is a nice display area, and let's take a look here at the 2nd bedroom. Now, this bedroom is facing the front of the property. The curtains have already been placed, so you have the blackout curtains and the sheer curtains. And then you have the cabinetry already built in and Panasonic split type inverter air conditioning units. And you can open this up to have access to the balcony at the front of the house. And then here on the other side, you have a space-saving sliding door, which gives you access to the bathroom. So if you are a family which has 3 children, 2 children, or even just 1 child, this is a great home because you have ensuite bathrooms for all the bedrooms. And at the same time, you can even use the other bedrooms, if not for occupants, as home offices as well. Even a newly married couple would be great for this home because you can have your primary bedroom and then 2 home offices and then 1 guest bedroom. So there are many ways on how you can maximize this home. And here we are at the 3rd bedroom. Very similar layout as the 2nd bedroom, also facing the front of the house at the corner of the property as well. You have built-in cabinetry. Once again, with lights. And then let's take a quick look at the balcony space. This balcony can actually be accessed through both the 2nd and 3rd bedrooms, and it wraps around the corner of the property. Excellent, especially if you have siblings living in this home. Another nice touch is this property is built on a high point of the street. So the street slopes downwards already, so you have a nice view of the surrounding houses in the community. You can even see all the way across to the other side of the village from here. And it's also near the village park and clubhouse as well. Sedanin. And then you have a sliding door here leading to the ensuite bathroom of the 3rd bedroom. Once again, with color fixtures. And now it's time to explore the 4th bedroom of the property, which is the primary bedroom. If the 2nd and 3rd bedrooms comprise the front of the house, the entire side of the house on this side is the primary or master bedroom already. So you can see that it's significantly larger than the other rooms. You can have a king-sized bed on this side, your television on this side, and then room enough for a couch or even a work-from-home area right here. You have a balcony space on this side, and then a completely separate walk-in closet room, which has its own air conditioning unit. And then you have the lit cabinets again. Maximizing the space. And then what's great about this property is that it's so accessible. Even if your work is in Makati, you can just go through MCX, enter South Luzon Expressway, and then go up Skyway. So this makes for great accessibility, but at the same time, you have that peaceful Southern Metro Manila vibe. And here we have your primary bathroom, which has a dual vanity sink space, which has that cream marble design. And then on the other side, you have your enclosed shower area. And I'd also like to point out the ceiling height as well. The designers made sure that the main amenity spaces and the bedrooms all had a significant ceiling height. And now let's cap off this tour at the front of the house so you can once again appreciate this property's modern and contemporary design. Thank you for joining us in this tour of this brand new modern 4-bedroom house and lot for sale here in Verdana Homes in Daang, Cavite near MCX and South Luzon Expressway. If you want to know more about this property or visit it in person, you can contact us through our details in the description below. You can also send us a message and follow us through Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. And if you have a property you'd like to feature through our channel, you can send us an email at MetroGuideRealty@gmail.com. Once again, my name is Jake Bautista. Thank you for watching, and we look forward to bring you clarity, quality, and convenience in finding a great Metro Manila home for you and your family.